heard from one very large dealer. Probably shouldn't name names, but their biggest pain right now is. I'm Kyle McMahon, founder and CEO, and we kicked this segment off. We really wanted to bring more light to employees across the organization and really helping folks understand who we are right now, what we're trying to build. I guess we should probably do a quick intro. Would you quick intro yourself?
Yeah, so Tyler, been with TractorZoom for 6 years now. Really responsible for go-to-market sales with our dealer network.
Mike, give a quick intro.
Sure. Mike Meyering, Vice President of Growth. Been at TractorZoom since March of 25. I've been in SaaS space my entire career. So I thought it was really unique to find another SaaS company based in Iowa that is giving back to the ag community and the ag space.
So I guess when we think back to the origin of TractorZoom, I've told the story many times, so I'll keep it short, but really started based on a personal problem in the market. I was trying to buy some machinery, didn't know what to pay for it. We needed better price transparency, and so we started with pricing, kind of the analogy of let's go build Kelley Blue Book. But we pulled the sheets back in the whole industry and really realized, man, we can use data to solve so many more challenges inside of this market, and that data needed to be wrapped in software. And so today, we really help dealers sell equipment faster.
I remember when you first told me this story, you were looking for a specific piece of equipment. The difference between price tags, how massive was it?
Well, I was buying a Kinsey 3600, 1223, and you could buy them anywhere from 30,000 to 130,000.
So,
and planners don't have years. It's just, here's the model.
Yeah.
It's up to you to figure out what all the aftermarkets, what gadgets are on that that's going to drive value and the quality.
Yeah. And I wanted to highlight that because you talk about dealers, but it started from the farmer perspective of I'm trying to build out my own operation. And I think that was incredibly unique to think about it. And then to evolve into the dealership space where now we're solving problems to make that buying experience more transparent and just seamless. I think that's what got me really excited when I thought about the start of where TractorZoom's origins come from.
And I mean, it comes back to the data. Like, why I don't understand why anybody in any industry makes an investment decision without a lot of data.
Mike, I'm curious from your end, what has surprised you the most coming from some larger SaaS organizations and diving into us where it feels like we're just starting to scratch the surface? Like, what's gotten you the most excited about TractorZoom and what's been maybe the most surprising thing?
So people, product, and process, right, is where everybody thinks about organizations and culture is obviously the people side of it. But when I think about my experience, what has been incredibly unique is just how closely we are walking through product roadmap with our customers. I mean, it is they are in the middle of beta testing. They are providing live feedback. And the aggressiveness that we're seeking that feedback is definitely unique. It is not that we're asking customers to test things out. We're asking them to sit next to us and give us live conversation and feedback on how we develop it. That was definitely exciting to see.
We've never had any applicant at TractorZoom want to interview a customer. I thought that was pretty unique.
What, didn't you talk to
Ryan Payman at Land Pro?
He's the man.
Yep, I did. I asked for a customer because I wanted to understand, like, okay, everything seems really great on paper. Is this truly real in the real world? So he was kind enough. He actually took my call in his car on his way to his kid's baseball practice, I think it was. And he took the time to talk to me, and his comment was like, you guys are years ahead of anybody else in this space. You actually care about your customers.
Yeah, I think as a salesperson, one of the things that was kind of a light bulb moment for me, Mike, is you started to challenge us on how are we thinking about the actual value we drive at a dealership. Is I'm a salesperson. I hate administrative work. Like, I freaking despise it.
Your sales force would suggest the same.
I want to call. I want to talk. I want to be in conversations. That's what fills my cup daily. And as we started to analyze the data and we're like, holy smokes, we're making salespeople 30% more efficient. We're talking about a whole day back in a salesperson's day at a dealership leveraging our technology. If you think about your top sales guy, that's pretty freaking powerful. Like, what can they go do with a full extra day? And if your competition's not doing that and you're giving a full day back to your team, man, talk about a huge advantage.
Yeah. Well, what I find is interesting there is the investments that we've made on Mike, you and your team working with the implementation team and realizing, I think there's a lot of PTSD in our industry about people adopting technology and then it never working. They never see the light. Like we talk to dealers all the time where they've been trying to implement some sort of piece of software and they've been doing it for 2 years. So kind of walk us through the investments we're making on our side and dedication we have to our customers from an implementation out of the gate from a sales, but then also from customer success.
It comes down to the little S, a part of SaaS that nobody talks about, which is service. So every software is available, and lots of SaaS providers will give you their software, and then it's go and build it yourself, and good luck. And call 1-800. We're never going to answer when you have a problem. And if you think about that, though, what is challenging is, to your point, our customers want to sell equipment and they want to service equipment and they want to make it an exceptional experience. At no point in time did I hear that they want to develop software, that they want to put in the security protocols and best practices to make sure that the software is going to be safe. They want to hire for talent so that they're developing software. So let us be the experts in that realm, and also know that you have a partner that's going to help you walk through this process. Change management is massive for organizations. If they're a first-time technology adopter, they need somebody they can rely on that's going to help train their team, help make sure the team members are utilizing it to its fullest extent. We've worked with 80 different vendors. We have 40% of the Deere vendors are partnered with us, right? 50% of the largest top 200 dealerships partner with us. We have that experience and we can share that best practice so that we can avoid some of those pitfalls. And I think that's the constant that I keep coming back to.
Yeah, it feels too like we're able to really not challenge, but actually challenge a dealership and saying like, hey, there's a different way to think about it. And is there a better way to do it? And we don't always get it right, but we can bring that perspective to the table and at least have a healthy conversation around like, hey, do we actually need to do it this way? Or could you reframe it and think about this process running this way? And so we're able to like sit down strategically and have those conversations with dealers and make sure we're building out the best solution for them, not just repeating what they've always done.
So with that, like you're talking to dealers every day. 25 has been a bit of a compressed year for the market. What's the biggest impact that you think we can have for dealers in 2026?
I just think we're in the age where we can't do the same thing that we've always done. And I think the dealerships that are looking to grow, they're having to do more with less. I mean, I think dealers made really hard decisions towards the end of last year, beginning of this year from a headcount perspective, inventory liquidations. We've seen a lot of consolidations of locations trying to become more efficient in how we service and sell equipment. And so now it's, hey, we have to build out the right tools to enable our team to go be proactive in the market. And if we don't have the tools to equip our sales guys to go be proactive, that's really where, in my personal opinion, that's where the biggest opportunity is in the market, and the dealers winning are doing that today. Like we always have to be evolving. What's the saying that you always say, like evolve or die or something? Some acronym.
Always be improving.
ABI. There we go, ABI.
Always be improving.
ABI. And it's real, because what we hear a lot is, hey, this is how we've done it, and this is how we've always operated, right? And there comes a time where it's like, hey, if we want to scale, we want to grow, we want to go do something different, well, you got to change, and change is hard. You got to have a good partner to help you change.
So we're working with the big 5 OEMs, and I'm curious, both of you guys have been in the space longer than I have. What are some of the things that you're excited about as far as the evolution of what we're doing with the OEMs for 2026?
You know, what seems to be the biggest pain in the market is just program data management. We heard from one very large dealer, their biggest pain, I shouldn't name names, but their biggest pain right now is program management. They'll sell something, and then they'll realize, oh shoot, we missed that program. We could have offered it to the customer. So that one of 3 things happen. Either got the deal done still, or they missed out on the program that they could have passed that pricing back to the customer and offered a discount, or they're out of the market on pricing because they didn't use that discount and they lost the deal. Right? So, I think what we're doing on the business development side and the investments we're making, that gets me really excited. from the quoting tool that we just launched, being able to pull in that program data and managing that inside the sales cycle, and then you get to hold all of your quotes.
Dope.
That's what I'm most excited. I know we just launched that earlier this week, but program management inside the quoting process is where I think dealers will win in 26.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think to piggyback on that and maybe a little bit further is a lot of our dealers obviously have a mainline OEM, but they're carrying 15, 20 other lines of equipment. So they're managing program data from that's referenced differently. It's an Excel or a PDF, and it is like literally trying to figure out Chinese. So you've got one person in the dealership that's doing solely that role. And what we're really focused on is empowering the salespeople to be able to leverage the information that they have to go sell equipment faster.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm really excited about is outside of just the big 5 OEMs, how can we continue to enable them from the short line manufacturers, from all of the lines of equipment that they sell? Because that's also a big thing I think we're starting to see is dealers diversify. Like if you're just a large ag dealer, you're trying to figure out how can we diversify our business a little bit. And so the more unlock we can get with more OEMs outside of the big 5, that's what gets me really excited. And that's just from sitting down with our dealers, spending time with them, trying to understand their processes, their pain points. Like that's going to be a huge unlock, I think, for us in the future.